Hello, Monsters of Banner, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Immortal Empires, and the third part of our Morghur mini-campaign, where we have a herdstone in Erengrad, just a seaside property, got a bestial landing, which is nice. Not sure what we're landing, but there we go. We could upgrade the Storm of Suffering, but I'm not going to do that because it's... I'm trying to save my pennies, because I would like to recruit some Ogres at some point, although Ogres aren't really a good idea for Beastmen, but still, that's not the point. We can still recruit them. I should have moved and I didn't. Oops. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Fact is, we have plenty of time. Oh, we can answer the call. Leadership will do nothing. I'm going to say no because I don't want horde growth, and leadership is not really a problem. So, we were going to come down here and burn this stuff because we have 4 more turns until a lovely full moon. Oh, I can't wait for that big full moon. I want to see a big, huge full moon right in my face. That's the plan. Let's get a little money there. We're going to hit Hochlands, basically burn all their stuff. And I haven't. They did have an army running around. I haven't seen it. I don't know where it was going to. But we're basically going to torch all their stuff. And then we're going to do a terrible profane ritual. And then we'll have a couple of armies we can recruit. And also a whole bunch of new fun little... Where are you? Why are you... Stop it. What are you doing there? Get away from that. Redhorn tribe is destroyed. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was expecting to happen. Pretty much what I was expecting. Yeah, we're going to declare war on Hochland. What are they going to do about it? So the vampires are doing stuff. Let's loot and raise. Continue heading in that direction. We'll do. I mean, we've got... Oh, we're frenzied. Holy shit. What does frenzied do? Get out of the way. It's just the most you can have, which is fine. We're going to get Herald of Corruption because that's going to increase our campaign movement range by 15%, as well as increase chaos corruption in all adjacent provinces. Oh, Morghur's a big smelly boy. No one likes the smells. Well, that was interesting. The Bone Rattlers took Zavrasta, and then the vampires killed them. I mean, I you know, if had the orcs had Zavrasta, that would have been quite useful because we could have then hit them to get the first part of our quest battle. But never mind. We're apparently favoured by Khorne. Granter of Savage hates sees our war hurt for a brief moment, blessing the Gauls with an exceptional ruthless gift, more melee attack and leadership. Oh. Well, that's nice. You know what? I'm going to go raise and advance. I was hoping that we would go in the other direction, but never mind. How many turns for the full moon? 2 turns. Can we get to Wolfenburg and burn it to the ground before that happens? I think yes. In which case, it's going to be a massive blood ground. We're going to get massive boosts to our marks of devastation. Oh, it's going to be fantastic. Oh, we could build another building there, but I'm not going to because I want to save my pennies. And we're going to get Touch of Corruption because that means that Morghur will basically do a dot. Whenever he hits someone, they will just take damage over time. Plus, they're taking damage over time from being just around him. And what I also like to do is to give Morghur the... Which one is it? The Banner of Madness. There we go. Which then, this Banner of Madness effect basically causes damage to everyone if they're below 50% leadership. And if you're near Morghur, you're almost certainly going to be below 50% leadership. So he then has like 3 stacking debuff things that he does, which is pretty good. It's pretty good. Hello, Manfred. What are you doing? Why are you here? Good question. Declaring war. Fair enough. I don't care. Bring it. Bring it, nerd. Oh, look. The vampires have got plague. Oh, no. Sad times to be a vampire. All right, let's go. Oh, they've got plague over here as well. They're plague everywhere. Everyone gets plague. You get plague. You get plague. Everyone gets plague. You are... God, come on, guys. Put up some resistance. Fight me. Got the Sons of Goros. Centicles with great weapons. Regiment of Renown. That's quite nice. Guess we'll sit down there. I'm going to grab Let's grab Profane Blessing just to show it off. So there's three ranks of that ability, and they all give different ancillaries. They are always the same ancillaries. There's Blessing of Filth, Blessing of Mania, and I can't remember what the last one is. Blessing of Filth gives the unit horrible regeneration, physical resistance, but reduces their speed by 30%. Blessing of Mania increases charge and speed, but it makes them rampage, I think. And the last one, I can't remember what that one does. But they're all quite nice to have. So, you know, well worth picking up. You can only use them on units, not generals, which is a shame. But for example, we could pop that on, I don't know, say the Razorgore Chariot, and then the Razorgore Chariot would be slightly slower, but also have the ability to, you know, stay longer in combat and regenerate itself, which seems quite fun. We could get the bloodied I was going to get, did I get a chariot? I did get a chariot, didn't I? I did, because we were going to show it off, and I mean, maybe we can go and kill the undead. Oh, they've got some ogres in their army. Interesting. So yeah, the AI can recruit ogres as well. And they will, if they get the chance. Should we get some ogre on ogre action? Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should. Tell you what, we'll get touched by the moon. And then we'll recruit an ogre. We'll get raining blood, because it's the only thing I can research. And that's fine. Well, that was... I mean, why is everyone killing each other around me? You know, I've worked very hard at trying to actually get a big fight, and everyone keeps killing each other. Honest to God. Ruinous Incentive, best deal. Best thing, that's quite nice. I'm going to go for... I mean, all our units are healed anyway. We've got Ruinous... almost fight. We don't really need that. Let's go for Beastly Inclination. And because it is a solar eclipse, we will get 30% additional Ritual of Ruin tokens, should we do big bonuses for income from battle loot and chaos corruption as well. And we're going to perform our ritual. So we have completed a challenge, and we have 94 marks of ruination, which has smashed us into... So we now have 106. So we now are at ruination level 4, which means we have +3 army capacity, an additional Hearthstone charge, Hall building construction reduction. We can unlock recruitment for Minotaurs, for Bestigors, Giants, Chaos Spawn, for Ungors, Harpies, Razorgores, all that kind of good stuff. Just a whole horde of shit. Oh, that's good. Pretty much everyone's dead there. So what we're going to do is we are going to get rid of you and you. Now, of course, we're now losing 525 a turn because we've got some giants in the army, but we're just going to kind of show off what they can do. So let's declare war on Sylvania for no particular reason other than we want to. And get stuck in. We're going to put the Blessing of Filth on... You know, I could put it on the ogres. I could put Blessing of Filth on the man-eaters, and then they would regenerate. They'd be slightly slower, but they've still got really... I mean, they've got a speed of 60, which obviously they're getting the bonuses. Jesus, that's very loud plague. It's very... Anyway, we've got some ogres. We'll kill some skeletons. Oh, look at these big belly boys. Exuding big DILF energy. I'm fairly sure I've seen some of them supporting England at the Euros in the stands. Fairly sure this guy in front, if you stick an England flag on him, he's definitely an England supporter. Anyway, so we're currently... I'm going to use my my big belly boys. There's the man-eaters. Their gut plates, because having your belly torn open is the worst fate possible for an ogre. I think it's the only place where they don't sort of like... It's kind of like their weak points. That's why they have a gut plate. So we're going to charge in and engage, and you can see the stats looking pretty good actually. Obviously we're giving them bonuses to melee attack and stuff. So oh, those Black Knights having a terrible time of it. We've also got the Tuskor chariots over in the trees, and we're losing our Centaurs and stuff to deal with the enemy reinforcements. Now, the chariots have had a big change. Not like Not that you'd notice, but they are much better at carving their way through infantry. Ah, good going, lads. And I'm using them on enemy cavalry, which of course not really optimal. There, they really do carve their way through enemy infantry now. There's very little that can stop them when it comes to infantry. Even dwarves don't do particularly well. Let's see our man-eaters smashing their way through those skeletons. Not that skeletons will ever be a particularly big problem for them, of course. Trying to get our chariots in to carve their way through some enemy infantry. And you can see they just sort of like rampage through, just cut through that infantry very, very quickly, just like a hot knife through butter, which means they're just so much more controllable. Because previously you'd have to really click on to get them out of combat, and now you just don't need to worry about it. Okay, Ogres coming in to join the party against these skeletons. I love their charge. They kind of like this big and weighty swing as they sort of like lumber through. It's great. So we can see, yeah, our chariots just smashing their way through that infantry, no problem. Very, very nice. And those man-eaters getting work done. Oh, look at that. They're pretty devastating, aren't they? Pretty good. Obviously, we can't afford them, so... Shame we didn't have more people to kill, really, but never mind. These things happen. Now, unfortunately, we're going to have to get rid of... I want to keep them. I kind of want to keep the man-eaters, despite the fact they're friggin' expensive. What does this do? Ogre charge. Oh, yes, that's... I knew about that. Knew about Ogre Charge. Okay, let's get rid of the Ogres. Then we're only losing 350 a turn, which is manageable-ish, maybe? And seeing as we have, masses of whatchamacallit, dreads, what do we want to do here? We could boost up... Now, we have multiple armies we can recruit. So... I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab that one and that one, because that gives us 3 units. And then we're going to recruit some more boys. Now I'm going to recruit a Great Bray Shaman, because this is coming new. This is one of the free LC elements, so you get the Great Bray Shamans as well. These guys, mostly good for leading armies, which are mostly sort of like the monster beastmen units, rather than the beastmen themselves. And obviously they're a caster as well. We could get... Of these 4 winds of magic, I think Law of Death is probably the weakest. And probably someone will call me out for that, but... Income from raiding may not be the word... Loquashi. Loquashi is in. We can have a look at what Loquashi can do. So, he gets both the Tuskor and Razorgore chariots. And as we've seen, chariots are pretty fucking legit these days. We also have Dreads and Charms. We've got Hardened Pelts, so that's bonuses for armor and melee defense, and this is armor for those monstrous units. We've got Dual Wielder, which is charge bonus weapon strength, and then Bellows Discordant, which is weapon strength for those units. These are mutually exclusive, so you can only have one of these 2 trees. And then we also have Distorted Reality, which is a hex which affects everyone around the Great Bray Shaman, which reduces melee attack, charge speed, and normal speed. And that's just constant in 40 meters. And you have Darkling Spirit, which allows you to summon a Cygor. And yes, if you are a Great Bray Shaman of the... Are we wild? Yes, so we get both Savage Dominion and Darkling Spirit. So yes, we can summon 2 Cygors at the same time. Yes, that's as amazing as it sounds. I also have the Speaker of the Darkling Council, which is going to reduce Winds of Magic cost by 1 and increase them for 2 for enemy spellcasters in the local region. It's all pretty good, and then he just has the general normal sort of skills as you'd expect. So we're going to pop you in Erengrad. And then we're going to recruit lots of Chaos Spawn, because Well, why wouldn't we? And we have to be careful with money because we're losing 350 a turn thanks to the fact that we have some man-eaters. But they eat other things as well. Morghur is going to get... Oh, should we get Profane? Let's get Profane Blessing. It says Blessing of Mania. Oh, I did there for a second. Where did it go? Equipment gained. There we go. Blessing of Mania. So that's charge bonus 20%, speed 45, but will make the units rampage. Obviously, rampage means that you lose control of the entire unit, and it will just sit there in combat. That can be quite dangerous. You know, I'll accept that from you, Throck, because I'm not super bothered about you. Lots of people have plague, and plague will cause attrition as well. Let's take the income, because that might pay for the man-eaters for this turn, so that's nice. We can accept the Gift of Chaos or more Horde. I'm going to accept the Gift of Chaos. Why not? There we go. It's going to keep our man-eaters for a little bit longer. Let's get heads on spikes for you, because that's just flat dread increase. We're going to recruit all the Chaos Spawn, because of course we are.
You know nothing.
Fair enough. And we're going to go and hit Castle Van Rauken because it's here, and also because we'll get the bonus for post-battle loot. We can put the Blessing of... Now, it's charge bonus. Now, it's... I mean, speed is quite nice. I could put that on, like, the Giant. It would make him rampage, but I don't really have to worry too much about that. So, let's do that. Let's just raise in advance, because it's not really going to... We still have a unit of... So, if you disband your unit or lose it, you won't regain the Ogre unit's charge. It's gone forever. So as soon as you've recruited it, it's gone. But of course, you can get more from more Ogre camps. They will keep popping up depending on, you know, how much total devastation you're doing. Blessing of Trickery. Here we go. So enable sundering attacks, but less armor, but stalk and unspottable for that unit. So that's quite... It's not bad for... Like, Chaos Spawn might be quite good for that. Because Sundering attacks, quite nice, reduce armor. And Chaos Spawn don't have armor piercing. Although I think their armor piercing is actually pretty fucking... Right, they have 55 armor piercing. And then a unit like the Man-Eaters has 85. So their Chaos Spawn, although they don't have armor piercing attacks, they still do quite a lot of armor piercing regardless. Morghur, I'm going to give you Flock of Doom, just because I like the idea of just causing damage to everyone around us. Do I want to get that? Oh, it's cutting it a little bit fine with the... See, this is the problem that the Beastmen could get themselves into previously, where you're technically surrounded by settlements, but a lot of them have already been, like, sacked or razed, so you're not going to get an awful lot of money from defeating them. You can get into a position where, through no fault of your own, you won't be able to get enough money to keep your armies.
Madness. No.
Hello, Throg. How's it going, buddy? What's going on? What seems to be the problem here? Let's get those. I think you'll be okay, to be honest, because you've got the garrison here as well, which is like, you know, we've got Minotaurs, we've got Cygor, Feral Manticores, all that kind of good stuff. So, like, Batchafon has changed hands, so the likelihood is that it's reduced in city rank, which means it won't be worth as much for us to sack. And this is kind of the problem you used to have. Now we need to make a new. Oh, you know what? That might not be the worst. That's not a very good blood grounds. That's not a very good blood grounds. That's not a very good blood ground. Hello. What's this? Templehof. Templehof could make a good blood grounds. Shall we go to Templehof? Shall we first deal with Throg? Because, you know, I feel like he's getting a little bit big for his own boots. Lakwashi has low bestial rage, but we're just going to have to live with that for the moment. Hey, Throg. How's it going, buddy? We're going to whack... You know what? We could maybe do that on some of the Chaos Warhounds. I mean, they don't have much armor anyway. Chaos Spawn have less armor than... Really? Chaos Spawn have less armor than Chaos Warhounds? That's... How the flip does that work? Alright, well, fine. Ah, the majestic Druki citadels of Kislev. Don't think about it too hard. It'll just hurt. There comes our man-eaters, backed up with the destroyers of Drakewalds. We're going to hit Throg where it hurts. Every direction. Meanwhile, we've got our fast-moving units in the trees just coming out of the tree cover there. Wow, they just don't stop, do they? Those ogres just don't stop. It does mean they tend to get surrounded, and they don't have a huge amount of armor. Or melee defense, but I mean, it's probably fine. Look at them go. And here comes our fast-moving units. The Centaurs, the Wolves, the Chariots. Oh, look at that. Carving their way through, and then just effortlessly pulling out of that. Didn't take much effort at all. Can maneuver them for yet another charge, racking up, what's that, 16 kills so far? Pretty good for one charge. Looks like they may only get the one charge though, seeing as Throg's army is very, very, very dead. It's very dead. Even Throg's getting out of there, and my giant is now maneuvering over to twat that Frostrake in the head. I think we might have to get rid of the man-eaters. They're just so expensive. They're eating me out of House of Home. House and home, literally. So we've got Troll Hunter, so bonus first large, and weapon strength for Morghur. That's nice. Probably get the same for Loquashi, can't we? Very nice. Can we catch up with you? You are running away. Let's take the Bestial Rage, because that'll boost you up a little bit. Channeling Staff, not bad. I wonder if they'll peace out with me.
Whichever woeful deity protects you, it ends here. We'll spill your blood.
Give me money. Give me less money. Give me some money.
Not a chance.
Alright, well, screw you then. Screw you and everything else. Okay, so we're going to... Okay, we're going to get Force for Change, because that, you know, more money from raiding. I do kind of like my man-eaters. I might just keep them. Just, you know, just because. Also, I need those Chaos Spawn. I don't need them. It'd be nice to have them. We could actually just, you know, give ourselves more. And why wouldn't we do that? So if we scamper on down here, I think these guys... No, they can't reset. I was like, they're going to resettle Castle of Raucon, but no, they can't because the Herdstone's there. Oh, these guys have got Plague. That's awful for them. There's Plague down here. The Plague will spread as well. Everyone's got Plague. Perfect. Oh, I love Plague. Unless it's affecting me, in which case... God damn it, Queek. This is all your fault. Or Tretch, or Skrulk, or Throt, whoever it is that's giving me goddamn. That's giving me goddamn, whatchamacallit, Plague, that's the one. Let's get Gargantuan Hooves, Devolve, and... Brace Scream. What does Bestial Surge do? More charge bonus and Vigor. Oh, okay. Okay. Right. Let's get another Chaos Spawn. I think that's fine. We could get another Giant, but we might leave that for his army. We could also get more Centaur. You know what? I'm going to get rid of my Chaos Warhounds. And we're going to get more Centaurs. I would like another Chariot. but I don't think we can. Oh, no, we can. Let's get another chariot. I don't think I've ever said that before. Have I ever said let's get another chariot before? I don't think I have, but there we go. It's happening. We are getting another chariot. I probably could do some gauze as well, but it's probably fine. Consume order will give us cooldown for Law of Beasts. That's not bad. The Unnatural Tide will give charge bonus for Gore Herds. It's kind of general. Oh, Center Gore. Melee defense, melee attack. Yes, let's get the Unnatural Order then. Let's get that. And of course, we can get another army. So let's get you. Sudoku. Sudoku. He loves a good puzzle. So Sudoku will have a Razor Gore chariot. He doesn't have a lesser chariot, but that's okay. He also has Crown of Thorns, Rune of the True Beast, that's Slug Skin, all that kind of good stuff. He has Bloodlust, and that's about it. So, you know, generally fine. Fueled by blood, which is always quite nice. So let us get... I'm tempted to get the Blackhorn Rat. You know what? Let's do that. What have you got? So what have we got in this army? So we've got... I mean, that's a... I mean, you know, it's quite nice to mix up the Ungor and the Chaos Spawn, because then it gives the Chaos Spawn a little bit of cover while they're murdering people. Can get the Bloodied Lair. Oh, you know what I would like is that. That way we can get more Bray Shamans, but we can also upgrade it to get the Stone Shatter ability, which will allow us to, I think, knock down walls in siege battles, which obviously, you know, being Beastmen, that's quite useful. Oh, Commander of the Herd. In the Herd, strength is the only qualifier. Foolish, but Admiral. Beast challenged you for control of the herd and lost. Here's your mercy now, Lord. Do you wish to remove the weak one's horns and in so doing remove the threat, or kill him to prove a point? Let's kill him. I should have recruited some garbage, shouldn't I? Never mind. You know what? Let's get a giant. Let's get some Ungor. Let's get some harpies. Something like that. Something like that seems good. I'll go and torch the Vrasta just because it's in the way. Hey, guys. Bye, guys. Nice big fat 2k. We can actually get another army, but we could do it as salesman, couldn't we? Because we have 2 stone shards now. So we could have 2 active herd stones at the same time. So that's an option. Let's get feasting upon man, because more income from raiding, all that kind of good stuff. And we're going to get the heads on spikes, because that's just nice passive dread income. So, you know, the more of that, the better. We could actually upgrade this, couldn't we? Let's do that. We're kind of getting our... I'm raiding my own territory. Not that it matters, because there's no public order there, so... I mean, literally no public order. Because there's no one that lives there. Everyone's dead. Okay, we've got the unnatural order, so charge bonus. We could go and hit Batchafun. What would we get for... If we... Okay, I mean, we could do a little herd stone here. I mean, there's no harm, is there? You know, just a little herd stone. A little one. You know, just a little bit of devastation, that kind of thing. So, yeah, we can easily win that one. Why not? Let's do it. Pigeon Plucker Pendant, which is absolute trash, but there we go. And yeah, everything around here is kind of on fire. So let's just keep heading in this direction then. Do I want some archers? I guess so. And then I guess we'll get some harpies. And then that army's good to go. We don't have a huge amount of money, so I'm going to have to be a little bit careful here. But Morghur has got a skill point. I'm going to put that in... Oh, Bloodlust, because that's a nice little buff. And Flock of Doom, because again, just like it's... Let's get Vitriolic Temperament. Something I have noticed is that if you get... Where is it? Here we go. So Empire of Beasts is a nice little bonus that reduces enemy siege holdouts to have a -3 missile resistance during siege battle, which is fair enough. Then we have man cleavers. Now you might think, well, man cleavers, that the crude weapons of the beastmen lack any finesse but are wielded with brutal strength and unquenchable fury by apparently the Razorgore herd and Chaos Warhounds and Harpies. Now, I don't want to tell CA how to do their job, but I don't think that the description necessarily matches the actual bonus there, because man cleavers suggests some sort of weapon, whereas all the units that are getting the bonuses here are units that don't necessarily use weapons, as far as I'm aware anyway. So that's just something I wanted to point out there. I could do this, but I'm not going to. Again, this Herdstone comes at level 3, and I mean, really all we want to do is hit Keppelberg. Oh, we could hit Griffin Woods. That's a nice big 10. Should we do that? I think we should do that. But that is going to have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.